So today we will do mensuration. So what is mensuration? The first thing first occurs in our mind, that is what is mensuration. What is mensuration? So basically mensuration is calculating the measurements of 2D figures and 3D figures. Now measure means like length, breadth, area, perimeter, volume, such things. Okay. Now in your syllabus we'll focus on perimeter, area for now. Okay. And there are different shapes. For different shapes there are different formulas for perimeter as well as areas. So for rectangle the formula of area and the formula of perimeter. For rectangle the formula of area is length into breadth. And for perimeter it's 2 into length plus breadth. Rectangle means opposite sides equal and parallel, right? Obviously it's a 2D figure. Now suppose this is a rectangle and this is the diagonal of that. So rectangle has all the sides as 90 degree, right? So if you consider this is 90 degree, this is hypotenuse. So what is the formula of diagonal of a rectangle? That is, we denote diagonal as D. So diagonal equals to under root length square plus breadth square. Okay. Basically, it is the Pythagoras theorem, that is diagonal square is equal to length square plus breadth square. Now I am not going into the formulas. Basically we'll learn through the question solving. We'll solve questions and learn through that. So the first question, and one more thing, unit plays a vital role. Units means in this question you can say 26 meter, 14 meter, right? This unit plays a vital role, and unit must be same. Unit must be same. Like if there is a meter and there is something in centimeter, suppose length is in meter, like suppose 5 meter, and breadth is suppose 7 centimeter, so we can't calculate. We need to make the unit same. So we can convert meter into centimeter, although we can convert centimeter into meter as well. So we need to convert first. Okay. So the first question number 1, what is the first question said? Find the area whose length is 26 meter and breadth is 14 meter. So write it down. Length 26 meter, breadth 14 meter. So therefore area is 26 into 14 and meter into meter, that is meter square. For area the unit will be unit square always. Here meter, so meter square. So what is 26 into 14? 26 into 14. You can do it in your rough, or if you know how to do speed calculation, mind calculation, you can go for it. So 26 into 10 is 260 and 26 into 4, that is 102. So 364, 104, so 364 meters square. Similarly, question number 2. Question number 2. Question number 2 is length is 15 meter, breadth is 9 dm, that is decimeter. So length is 15 meter, breadth is 9 decimeter. So we can convert meter into decimeter, that is 150 decimeter. Now we can easily calculate the area. Therefore area equals to 150 into 9 dm square. So 150 into 9 is 1350 dm square. Okay. Now question number 2. Find the area of a rectangular plot, one side of which is 60 meter and its diagonal is 68 meter. Now for rectangular, the formula of area is length into breadth, right? We know the length but we don't know the breadth here, but diagonal is given. So in this question length is given, one side is 60 meter, so one side we can take it as a length and breadth, whatever it is, right? But 60 meter and diagonal is 68, so roughly you can say that 60 meter will be length logically, because breadth is smaller than length in rectangle, right? So let's take length as 60 meter and diagonal is 68 meter. Now what we know? We know that diagonal square is equal to length square plus breadth square, right? Therefore 68 square is equal to 60 square plus breadth square. So breadth square will be 68 square minus 60 square. So 68 square is how much? 68 square is 4624 minus 60 square is 3600, that is equals to breadth square, but we need breadth, right? Therefore breadth will be under root minus this thing na, that is 1024. So B will be, now for square root we need to do the prime factorization of it, right? Prime factorization of 1024. I am going doing traditionally. Okay, there is shortcut also, there is obviously shortcut as well. So 1024 divided by 2 first, so 512, again 2, that is 256, again 2, that is 128, again 264, 232, 216, 28, 24, 22, right? So how many 2's? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So under root 2 to the power 10, right? So anything for removing under root, whatever the power is, it will get divided by 2. So B equals to 2 to the power 5. Whatever the power is 10, so we'll divide power divided by 2. So 10 divided by 2, that is 5. Now 2 to the power 5 means 2 multiplied 5 times. So you can figure out from here 2 multiplied by 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that is 32. Now you know the breadth here. So what will be the area? I am running out of space. Let's do it area here. So area will be 60 into 32 meter square. So 6 into 32, that is 192. So 1920 meter square. That is the answer of this question. Next question. The sides of a rectangular park are the sides of a rectangular park are in the ratio 5:4. If its area is 2000 meters square, find the cost of fencing it at the rate 35 per meter. Now remember, wherever the fencing word is there, for fencing you need to find out the perimeter. But in this question, length and breadth is given as a ratio. So we need to find out the original value first. After that, we'll calculate the perimeter and the cost. So let's assume, let the length and breadth be 5x and 4x. For calculation purpose, we take it as the ratio, right, with respective of that ratio. Therefore, area will be 5x into 4x, that is 20, and x square, right? So by the problem, the area is given na, so 20x square is equal to 2000. So x square is equal to 2000 divided by 20, that is 100. X square equals to 100. Now x equals to under root 100. Now for that you need to do prime factorization, or you can easily say na 10 into 10 is 100, or you can do the prime factorization as well. Let's do the prime factorization. So what will be the answer? 100 to 50, 2, 25, 5, 5. So that is 2 to the power 2 multiplied by 5 to the power 2. So x equals to under root 2 to the power 2 and 5 to the power 2. Power will get divided by 2 if we remove the under root. So 2 to the power 1 we can write it as 2 and 5 to the power 1 is 5, right? So that is 10. That is the value of x. So therefore length will be 5 into 10, right? 5x now. Length is 5x. So 5 into 10, that is 50 meter, and breadth will be 4 into 10, that is 40 meter. Now we know the original value of length and breadth, but we need to find the cost of fencing at 35 per meter, right? For that we need what? We need the perimeter. So I am doing here, perimeter will be 2 into length plus breadth, right? 50 plus 40 meter, that is 50 plus 40 is 90, 90 into 2, 180 meter. Now cost of per meter, cost of 1 meter is 35, right? Then total cost how much? Then total cost will be 180 into 35, that is rupees 1 into 180 into 35. So 35 into 2 is 70, 7 into 9 is 630. So 6300. You got your final answer. If you have any doubt, just pause the video and watch again. Wow, interesting question. The area of a rectangular field is 4096. Its length and breadth is already given. Sorry, no, only length is given. Breadth is not given. At 80 meter per hour, how long will he takes? Acha. He takes means 4 times around the field. Okay, so some data is missing. A boy is running. Okay, a boy is running, so around that field. So for 4 times he will run around the field, and the speed is 80 meter per hour. So how much time he will take? So obviously around the field, that means obviously the perimeter, right? Not the area. So we need to calculate the perimeter. For perimeter we need breadth first, because length is given, breadth is not here. So let's figure out the breadth. So let breadth equals to x meter. Length is already given 64. So by the problem, 64 into x, that is our area. Area is also given 4096. So 64 x equals to 4096. So x equals to 4096 divided by 64. So calculate with 8 first. So 8 8s are 64, 8 5s are 40, and 8 1s are 8, 1 6, 8 2s are 16. So 512 by 8. Again 8 there, divide by 8. So 8 1 here, and 6 4. So what is the value of x? That is 64, right? Now find out the perimeter. So perimeter will be 2 into L plus B, that is 2 into 64 plus 64, right? 64 plus 64. Length and breadth are equal, that is basically it's a square, and square is also a rectangle, that's why rectangular field. So 64 plus 64 is 128. 128 into 2, that is 256 meter. Now he runs for how many times? 4 times. So for 4 times, so total distance cover is how much? Total distance covered is 4 times into 256 meter, that is 256 into 4. 256 double is 512 and 512 double is 1024 meter. This is the total distance. Now it's taking time how much? 80 meter per hour. So time taken, what will be the time taken? That is 1024. Total distance covered. Time taken is distance covered divided by speed, and speed is 80. So 8024 by 80, that much hour, right? So if we divided 80 by 8, that is 10, and 1024 divided by 8, that is 128. Now 128 divided by 10, that is 12.8 hour, right? 12.8 hour. Now you can make it as a fraction as well, or you can write it down as 12.8 hour also, or you can convert it in hour minute as well, whatever suits for you. Now next question. Okay, so a veranda is 36 meter long and 18 meter broad. Okay, length and breadth all both are given. It is to be packed with the stones, okay, each measuring 8 dm by 5 dm decimeter. Now this is in meter, but this is in decimeter. Find the number of stones required. So what is it? Suppose this is a veranda and there will be filled with stones like this. Like this only. So how we can calculate the total number of stones? So for that we need to find out the area of the veranda first. Then we need to calculate the area of each stone. So first we need to calculate the area of the veranda. Then we need to calculate area of the each stone. Now if we divided the area of veranda by the area of each stone, we will get the number of stone, right? So length and breadth is given. Length is how much? 36 meter, right? But we need to convert it into decimeter because this is decimeter. So 360 decimeter. Now breadth is how much? 18 meter, that is 180 decimeter. Therefore area will be 360 into 180 decimeter square, right? Now we don't need to calculate because ultimately we'll do the division, right? So we don't need to calculate here, just let it be like this. Now find out the area of each stone. So length of stone equals to 8 decimeter. Breadth of the stone is 5 decimeter. So area of the stone that is 8 into 5 decimeter square 40 dm square, right? Now numbers of stone. For number of stones, what we'll do? Number of stones, that is the baranda, area of baranda divided by area of stone. So area of baranda, what was that? This one, na? 360 into 180, and area of the stone was 40. Now see, we don't need to calculate here because ultimately we'll do the division, na? That will be the final answer. That's why we didn't calculate here. And we calculate the area of stone, the calculation was easy. 8 into 5, easily you can calculate 40. So now division, 0 0 cancel out, 4 9s are 36, so this is 90. So 90 into 18, so 18 into 9, that is 162, and 10. That is the answer, number of stones. Now move to the next question. Oh, now this is a new concept, that is find the cost of carpeting a room 14 meter by 10 meter, a carpet that is 70 centimeter, and the and the rate is 120 per meter. So this is a different concept. Suppose there is a room which is 14 meter and 10 meter wide. So 14 meter long and 10 meter, this is 14 meter and this is 10 meter, right? Now the carpet, the breadth of the carpet is 70 centimeter. Now everything is in meter, so we'll calculate centimeter also in meter, or we can calculate 14 meter as 1400 centimeter and 10 meter as 1000 centimeter. No issue with that. Now let's take it 1400 centimeter and let's take it as a 1000 centimeter, right? So how carpet will come here? Now carpet will come here this. So from here to here, the 70 centimeter, it will cover this part. Sorry. So for 70 centimeter, it will cover this much first. Again from here to here, again from here to here, again from here to here, and so on, right? And so on. So from here to here, this is called one strip of that carpet. From here to here, this is the another strip, and that's how it's continue, right? Now the total length is 1400 centimeter. Total length of that room is how much? total length is 1400 centimeter, right? And for each strip it is covering how much? It is covering 70 centimeter only, because the width of the carpet is 70 centimeter. So from here to here 70, again here to here 70, right? So number of strips how much? Number of strips, that is how much? 1400 divided by 70, that is 20. Now length of one strip, see from here to here na, so this is 1000. So from here to here this is 1000 and 20 such strips are there. So therefore total length of the carpet is how much? Total length of the carpet is 20 into 1000, that is 20,000 centimeter. Now the cost is in per meter, right? So we need to convert that total length into meter as well. So 20,000 centimeter is how much in meter? We will divide it by 100. For centimeter to meter we will divide it by 100. So 20,000 divided by 100, that is 200 meter. So cost of per meter is 120. Therefore total cost will be how much? Total cost is 120 into 200, that is 24,000. This is rupee symbol is vital. That is 24,000. You got your answer. Back the video and watch it again, because this is a good question and good concept. Back the video and watch it again. And watch it again. If you don't understand, just watch it again. Now next question. Okay. Now this question is the back calculation of this one. Okay. Now they are already given the total cost, right? So the total cost is already given. Total cost is 21600 and per meter cost is 100 per meter. Therefore total length is how much? 21600 divided by 100, that is 216 meter. See, per meter is given na, so total length is 216 per meter. Now if we draw the picture from here to here, and the strips goes like this, okay, and the width of the carpet, it's 90. That means from here to here, this part is 90 centimeter, and the length of the room is 18 meter, right? So 18 meter, that means the length from here to here, the length is how much? The length is 18 meter, that means 1800 centimeter. So if we calculate 1800 centimeter is total length, so if we divide it by 90, we'll get the number of strips, right? Because from here to here is 90, here to here is 90, so that's how it covers the whole 1800 centimeter, right? Acha, total length is 216 meter. Let's convert it into centimeter as well. That is 21600 centimeter. So number of strips we can calculate. Number of strips is how much? 1800 divided by 90. Again it is coming as 20. So number of strip is 20. Now how we calculate, see here, how we calculate the total length. How we calculate the total length of that strips. Oh sorry, this is the total length is na. This is the number of strips. This is the total. One second, one second. This is the total length of the carpet, right? How we calculate it? Number of strips, that is 20, multiply by the breadth of that room. Here see the breadth of that room. So number of strips is 20. This is total length of that carpet, right? That is 21600, and number of strips is 20. So breadth will be how much? 21600 divided by 20. That is 1080 centimeter. If we consider it as a meter, that is 10.80 meter. You got your answer. Now you can ask you why we divide breadth, right? For breadth, why we divide by 20? See, total length of the carpet is calculated by what? The breadth of that room and total number of strips, right? That is 20. And total length was 21600. Now just do the RHS LHS thing, right hand side and left hand side. So if 20 comes here, it will divided na, the relation is multiplied. So if it changes its side, then it will be divide. That is 21600 by 20. Simple. So it's just a back calculation of the previous one. Now do the next question. This is the last question for today. The length and breadth of a rectangular piece of land are in the ratio 7:5. Okay. Again in the ratio. The total cost of fencing is 30 per meter. At 30 per meter is 10800. Find the length and breadth. Easy question. Very easy question. So first length. So let me change the color first. The length. Let the length and breadth be 7x and 5x, right? Now see, for fencing, what we'll do for fencing and to find the total cost in the first question, let's move there. Yeah, for finding the total cost, what we'll do, we multiplied the perimeter, that was 180, by per meter cost, right? Now we know the total cost. If we divided the total cost by the per meter cost, we'll find out the perimeter. Total cost divided by 35, 35 will come here and changes its side, so divide, will get the perimeter, right? Here also we'll do that. So Total cost is how much? Total cost is rupees 10800, and per unit cost is, per meter cost is rupees 30. Therefore perimeter will be 10800 divided by 30, that is 00 cancel out, and this is 360, that is 360 meter. Now you know the perimeter, we know the length and breadth as well, we need to find out the value of x, right? So by the problem, the formula of 2 into length plus breadth, length is 7x plus 5x, that is the perimeter, and perimeter is how much? 360. So 2 into 7 plus 5 is 12x, that is 360. So 24x is equal to 360, x equals to 360 by 24. So if we calculate divided by 12, that is 2, divided by 12, that is 30, 2, 30, 15. So we find out the value of x is 15. So find its length and breadth. Length will be 7x and breadth will be 5x. So length is 7x means 7 into 15, that is 105 meter, and breadth is 5 into 15, that is 75 meter. Got your answer? Simple. That's for today, and I will share a PPT of 8 questions similar type for your practice, or you can do the 8 questions from your book as well. The first 8 question, that will be, I'm not going to share that PPT because those questions are same kind of question from RS Aggarwal, from RS Aggarwal, from RS Aggarwal, from RS Aggarwal, your first exercise, from your first exercise, and just solve the first 8 question. Exercise number 20A till question number 8, and you can send it to my WhatsApp. I will check. Okay.